everyone, and welcome to the Raw Vegan Guru channel, where we are raising our health consciousness one day at a time, one meal at a time. So today, I thought that I would talk to you about health coaching and how you see a lot of these ads on social media for health coaches, overall health coaches, or then more specialized like my expertise, which is vegan consultations, coaching, and the reasons why these type of services are so important. So yes, by the way, we have a black muddy river going on today because the snow had melted on this trail, and the ground is really getting saturated, so that's good. I'm sure the flowers are going to be digging it soon. What's coming up. So what's it mean when it comes to this whole health coaching thing? Well, you know what? There's a lot to say, but I'm just going to simplify it. First off, the AMA, the medical industry, which is something that is as powerful and invasive in our economic, in our social structure as that to, the pharmaceutical industry, because they're the ones educating the medical industry, but also the industrial prison complex, the defense industry, all of these big players that are behind the scenes and pulling the strings when it comes to lobbying and passing laws and just getting people to agree and accept and believe in their philosophies, which, let me sum this up. So if you believe that doctors will help you with your health, or you believe that our prison industry is actually keeping people who are criminals or who are not deemed to be safe in our society, well, then there's a lot to that that's wrong. Because yes, there are these things like prison industry, which were made to keep society safe, and there are people that should not be walking the streets, but there are also people who have been thrown into the mix and are innocent, and they're serving sentences that are a crime in itself. So then when it comes to the medical industry, a lot of these doctors' actions, not always purposeful, they're really just following the educational program and the protocols put upon them by major large industries like the biotech and the pharmaceuticals. But these are criminal actions too, because people are suffering and people are dying. These are things we just don't talk about every day. So how many people are given a prescription pill from their doctor for a simple thing like maybe blood pressure or, stomach ulcer or a neurological pain issue, and they die? And then the doctor turns around and he says, oh, well, that's so unfortunate, but there are these side effects that occur in a small number of people, and so on. So people are not being helped by these industries which are dominating our society and really seeping into our culture overall. Because the culture is, I'm sick, I don't feel well, let me call the doctor. And that's not always the answer. So there are situations where doctors are very helpful and amazing, like when it comes to surgery. God forbid anybody were ever in a physical accident or had a displacement of a joint or just a physical alteration of the body. Surgeons, orthopedics, all of these specialized doctors are absolutely magicians when it comes to helping us and bringing us back to health in that physical structure, but not when it comes to health. So if you're going to go to the doctor with headaches, you're not going to get an answer. You're going to get pharmaceutical response because that's how they were trained. And then if you go to a doctor and you want to discuss nutrition or what aspects of a diet could play a role in your health, you're not going to get anything than the very generic craft cheese industry nutritional curriculum books, which would just say eat your protein and cook your foods. So you're not going to get any of these true answers that are going to help your health. And when you help your health, your body, you're also helping your mind. So if you're depressed or you have anxiety and emotional imbalances, I'm pretty sure up there in the 90s of a percentile, there is something going on in your physical health. Perhaps you're overweight, your thyroid is not working properly, your adrenals are down, the list can go on. So again, we have to come back to dealing with our physical body, our overall health, because then that will branch out into every aspect of our life. So what is up? This is funny today. This whole trail is just a big walk-in stream, but that's cool. So what is going on with health coaching, health consultations? What it really is it's stepping outside of the box, and it's realizing that what you have thought or you have followed or everybody around you has followed as the norm for dealing with our lives and our body has failed. And it's starting to come to light more and more and more, of course, for those in the know and those who have been open to the truth for a very long time now. This is nothing new. But for society as a whole, I think we're starting to see and realize that there are holes in the story, and that every time we're sick or we're not feeling well and we go to a doctor and they're just prescribing us a pharmaceutical, which is not making us feel any better. And the kicker to that is the side effects, even making us feel worse. So if we go in with one health condition and then we take a pharmaceutical or two, which is all chemical and all acid and nothing that works in a cellular relationship with our chemistry whatsoever. So if anybody wants to defend pharmaceuticals, I think that's pretty interesting. You can do that, with yourself, because I'm not going to waste that time. It's pretty apparent that chemicals made in the laboratory are not going to have any sort of relationship or guidance or healing potential on the cellular, basis of the human species or any living creature that's made up of cells. So you have all of these health problems that are coming from the health problems. So you go in with one thing, and now you realize you have three things. So then you don't know what to do about those three things. You're really confused because your doctor, somebody in an authoritative position, advised you something that you believed would help you. So then you start making tweaks and doing things on your own, from hearsay and TV and just different things that you pick up on. Let me try this low protein diet, and let me eat more of this and that. And then you start to just really throw yourself into a spiraling effect of getting nowhere, making your health problems even worse, and simply said, just feeling like cradola. When we don't feel good, we aren't happy. We aren't smiling. And we're not loving as much because we're really being pulled and drawn inwardly to the imbalance and the sadness of it all. So what does it mean to not feel good? Well, it means a lot. So think about it. It means after you eat, you have to lay down, and sometimes you pass out because it's so overtaxing and you've eaten things that your body can't process. So then it puts you into a state of shock. Or you have headaches all the time and you don't know the reasons why, but there are many reasons why. And one of those things could start with the fact that you're overly dehydrated. Now, these are things that a doctor is not going to bring to your attention whatsoever. Now, side note, there are many, many beautiful, amazing doctors who have the truest intentions and really want to help their patients and are amazing and beautiful. And I've had them. It's just that they don't have the education, they don't have the experience, so they're just limited. That's all. So then you have, let's say, digestive problems. You're having gas, you're having pains in your stomach, you're constipated, you're having diarrhea, and you get heartburn. You just feel like not so good in your whole belly region, especially after you eat these foods. Now, you may not know it's the foods that are causing this. You may not know that you have changed the chemistry in your body to such an extreme acidic side that you need to detoxify, and you need to change that chemistry in order to even begin with not feeling that way. So a lot of aspects go into why we are feeling this way, what is causing it, and it seems very overwhelming and confusing, and people don't believe that there's such a simple answer that comes from knowledge and the education of nature. Fibromyalgia, these neurological pain disorders, having pain and achiness, discomforts in our joints, and the buildup from the acids in our lubricating system. It really gets into the nooks and crannies of everything, and we don't even know what the heck I'm talking about right now because we've never heard of it before. But what it is our lifestyle, the way we were raised, and the foods we were given, and the pharmaceuticals that we took, all have taken a toll. And they all have not left as if, we went into the store, we entered the door, we purchased our, let's hope it's water, and then we left. That's a said and done deal. We went to the store, it's over. Well, that's not the same case when it comes to what you put in your body. When it comes to anything that has been ingested, even the air we breathe, but of course the foods and the pharmaceuticals are just a huge aspect of what needs to be recognized and acknowledged. So we need to change our diet, one, to alter that chemistry, yes, and to start the healing process. But what we first need to do is recognize exactly what created these health problems, and to be open-minded to how we can shift that. So when it comes to shifting that, I always go into the simplicity because I think it can overwhelm people. It's herbs and it's fasting, not eating at all, giving a rest. And it's also an alkaline whole foods diet, a raw fruit, always fruit, and a little raw vegetable. Now, some of the raw foodists could definitely question me on the whole raw vegetable. If you really get into the detail of it all, there's all the healing potential and the high vibration in the fruit, and I'll fully agree. That's just a personal preference of mine. I have to bring a little bit of that raw vegetable, but that's for another discussion. So a health coach is somebody who's going to basically document and talk to you and take down all of the health issues and concerns that you're having, how that's making you feel, what your daily schedule looks like, what you've had done in the past, whether that means it was surgeries or particular diets, pharmaceuticals again. And they're going to come up with a game plan that is going to help you to get out of where you are. So if you are going to speak to a health coach and explain that you're having indigestion issues and you're having headaches and you have high blood pressure and you've begun to have symptoms of diabetes and you get pressure in your ears sometimes, and the list goes on, that would be a great opportunity to speak with a health coach, a health consultant, because they're going to be able to talk to you specifically and guide you toward getting away from the suffering. The more that you learn on your own, the more that you can apply these things and take your health into your own hands. I think that's the bottom line here, is that we have the God-given right and the knowledge and the potential to take health back into our own hands, to not give health to a medical industry which has only made us unhealthy. So when it comes to looking for a health coach, I would be very cautious and careful and do my research. I am a vegan, raw vegan health coach, so I am not doing this video to promote working with me. I believe that you should work with anybody that you connect with and that can help you. But I will advise that it not be a generic health coach, which could still fall into the misconceptions and the non-education of protein diets and of lean meats and of grains and legumes and cooked vegetables. Again, that's only going to prolong the suffering and the discomfort and the dis-easement that is already in your life that initiated you looking for a health coach. So I would suggest looking for a naturopathic health coach, health consultant, somebody that has experience. I think it's always nice when they have firsthand experience. So for example, when clients ask me, well, what makes you have the right to give me any advice or assistance? I've got a long story, but I'm just going to cut it real short to say, because I have cured and healed all of my dis-easements. I had a major neurological pain disorder. I got it out of that through diet, herbs, and fasting and mindset. You have to really believe in doing this for yourself and wanting the change. When you want something, you will get it. You just have to find the outlets to initiate that process. So, yeah, a naturopathic health coach, I think, would be an important first step. And if somebody is specifically in an area that you connect with because you see or have heard or know the healing potential of a vegan, raw vegan diet coach, then by all means get right into it, because that's where you're going to see the most potential and the most impact and effects occur in a rather quick fashion. So if you have problems with sleeping, or you have low blood sugar issues and you feel dizzy and faint, and you begin to work with a vegan, raw vegan health coach, you're going to start getting advice that's going to be turning that around within a short duration. So somebody should never claim they will cure you or they will make you never have a problem. But what they should be telling you is they can give you the guidance, the individual guidance, the education, and the background knowledge to begin changes in your lifestyle and mindset that will take you away from the consequences and the health ailments that you have felt. So you will come away from that more and more. If you are constipated and you are talking with a vegan naturopathic health coach, and they start to guide you in a shift in your diet slowly, I hope, because nothing should be done extreme overnight, then you're going to start to have more regular bowel movements, and you're going to start to feel the shift. You're going to start to feel a little bit more hydrated from the water-based foods. So the impact of having a health coach in your life, I think, is enormous. I would not be here without the origins of my journey. God bless all who have helped me, but I wouldn't be here today without having the guidance, support, and knowledge shared to me by others. And then I took the rest into my own hands, which we all have the potential to do. So I'm not telling you you need somebody else to change your health or to help you improve. But what I am telling you is that if you invest in yourself and you invest a little bit of money, I would hope that people are not charging much at all. Hopefully it's just like a couple Netflix, installments or something. But if you're going to invest in yourself and you're going to hire and work with a health coach, then that person is going to individually guide you toward a world that's going to expose you to things that you have never known about, or that you never realized existed, or that open up even more doors and potential that take you into a whole other purpose and path of your life and put you more into true alignment of health and happiness. So I think that the initiation of working with a health coach is really beneficial and very, very positive and life altering. After that, see what goes down, move and groove. Everything is in its place and for its purpose and for its reason. If you're watching this video right now, which, by the way, if you like the information that I share with you in my daily videos, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment below and let me know what you think about the content in this video, what you think about raw vegan healing, what you think about health coaches and consultations and herbs. I would love to hear from you. I love to be engaged with the community. So with that all being said, I think that if you are watching this video and this has sparked any interest, then you have some health concerns and some problems in your life that you would like to change, that you would like to come out of, that there's potential to feel great and to feel clear and to feel energized and just to feel focused and to feel happy and not have that sadness and that depression and that edginess and all of those imbalances in your life. There is a way to begin the path of feeling good. And as I always say, it all starts with fruit. But don't overdo it, because if you go from a mainstream diet to all fruit overnight, then you're going to be needing more toilet paper than the stores have. Because as we know, it's been over a month now during this pandemic, and I haven't seen toilet paper yet in the stores. So you want to slow down on pushing the toilet paper use there. I hope that this video gave you some insight and helped you with some questions to raise within yourself, and some observations about maybe what it is you would like to do when it comes to your personal health. But as we know, your personal health is not going to be assisted through the mainstream medical industry. It's just that simple. But if you do twist an ankle, or you break a bone, or you fall and hurt your shoulder, absolutely, a medical professional is there, hopefully with most of their heart, to help you. So I commend everybody in the medical industry for all they do and all the sacrifice and kindness that they share. But when it comes to your diseasements, and it comes to your diet, and it comes to symptoms of how you're feeling in your body, that's going to be on you. That's going to be dealing with nature. That's going to be learning about chemistry. That's going to be conscious of the fact that we are made up of cells. So if you say, oh, what about the knee? What about the kidneys? What about the lungs? What about the throat? All of these different areas and regions of the body. I'm going to say, well, what about the cells? So let's focus on rebuilding, rejuvenating, hydrating, and focusing on those cells, which are the building blocks of everything within this operating system. So thank you so much for joining me today in this beautiful spring day out here in Northeast America. I am so blessed, and I have such full gratitude for humanity and for nature and for all of the healing potential that is given to us on a physical and a energetic, vibrational platform, because it's all showing itself when your eyes are opened. So again, thank you for joining me today, and subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with the newest content. Please comment below and join me on my other social media platforms. And if you have any questions about your health, or about health consultations that I offer, DM or email me, or comment below, and I will get back to you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.